right. So, what do we? This is podcast number what? Is it 5 or 6?
Last time we both came here on this podcast, it was episode 1 and 2, and then with Kay, Bulldog, then Plague, and that's it.
4 or 5. Well, in any event, we have a lot to talk about.
We do.
A lot's happened since our last podcast, and a lot's going on.
Yes, and when Plague was here, we were talking about Plague and her job and her wedding, and she have a perfect man in her life. She have a amazing life, but I do get jealous sometimes.
Oh, truth be told, you get jealous because she has a nice man in her life?
Yes. Sorry, Collette. Producer Dave here. This is episode number 5.
Oh, thank you. I thought it was 5. Yeah, okay, that sounds right.
Yes.
So before we get into, wait, let's go back to, you've never said that to me before, by the way.
Yeah.
So you get envious. I feel like jealous is kind of like when you get a little mad about somebody has something you don't have. But you're envious that she has a nice guy in her life. Have you gotten any nicer to him, though? Because you gave him a runaround for quite a few years.
So I do like Seb, but when my sister is happy, I'm happy for her.
You sound like a parent. That's what parents say.
It is. So
whatever your child's decisions are, as long as they're happy, then you're happy.
So I'm sticking with my gut of that.
Okay, that's good.
So, yeah.
So it's December.
It is.
Right?
Yes.
And you've got a lot going on with holidays. Collette,
holiday orders.
Yeah, Colette's company gets crazy busy during December. I think they put out at like 3,500 orders in 18 days, and that consists of something like 70,000 cookies.
Yes.
Right?
And also this year, for Christmas time, we are going to have these 2 new cookies that are coming out soon. One of them is called Oatmeal Spice.
Very nice.
With cinnamon and sugar. I love cinnamon. And the second one is called Talkative Peppermint.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
It is. That's with candy canes.
Hey, do you remember not that long ago, you used to have such a hard time saying cinnamon?
I will never forget that your brother Tommy and my other Tom, he wants me to sing that word. That is saying cinnamon. He wants me to say like cinnamon.
But honestly, that's how you started saying it correctly. It was after you sang it.
Yes, it is.
Then you just were like, oh, I get it now. But you used to go cinnamon.
I remember that.
But anyway, good times. Yeah. Anyway, holiday gifts, lots of gifts going out, 3,500 orders, crazy. How do you, I don't think a lot of people ask you, Collette, how do you do what you do? You have your 3rd book coming out.
I do, and that book is called Collette in Middle School. And then after that, I'm going to write a next book in high school.
Right, so you're managing your cookie company.
Yes.
You're speaking with your nonprofit.
Yes.
You're teaching and mentoring, teaching classes with your nonprofit.
I did. Yes.
Right? Didn't we just come off of an entrepreneurship class?
Yes, that's it.
So, and you walk to work every day, and you practice your public speaking, and you Zoom with people all the time.
I do. Yes.
So I think when people say, Collette, oh my gosh, how do you do this? How do you do everything you do? Like, it's a lot. Oh, you still make time to like go to concerts, go to holiday shows, whatever it is, and see your family, spend time with your family.
So when people who have been asking me that, exactly the same question that you just asked just now, like since I love work, because work is my best friend. It makes me get busy, and honestly, I love being busy all the time. But how to manage it and with stress, I only do is take long walks with my headset on my ears and just swim out big and talk about cookies and business stuff. and of course church too. So
Yep. But you also do a lot of things to keep your mind and your body healthy.
Yes, I do.
Like you get up in the morning and you do like 20 minutes of Tai Chi,
Tai Chi, I do.
which helps balance your energy. And then
Yes.
you take a lot of supplements.
I do. Yeah, and I've been taking those different kind of pills.
Yeah, you take,
for my hair. So
well, let's say you take NAD,
I do.
which is great for your metabolism
Yes.
and keeping your organs youthful, right? And you take glutathione, which is great for inflammation and repairing of your cells and your immune system. And you take super greens
I
because
do.
nobody gets enough greens,
Yes.
right? And you take collagen,
I do. Yes.
right? You put all this in a glass and something, right? And then you take
Yes. That's
extra protein.
extra protein I do.
Trying to think what else is
I-
in your group, but that's a lot. And then you do your
it's a
vitamin
lot.
B12 shot once a month.
Yes. So I think we recently had a B12 shot during this week. So
Once a month. you do
once
it?
a month.
Yeah.
yes,
So
that's
I
right.
think when people are like, "How do you do this?" I think you put you do. We put a lot of effort from the moment we wake up in the morning. Like we make our beds.
Oh yes, always.
Then we go right to our supplements, and we have a nice big glass of water, right? Then
Yes.
Tai Chi comes on. Then you start your Tai Chi, which is all movement of energy, and then you walk to work.
Yeah. I think I forgot one more thing
Oh.
is that before I do go to my company is like wake up first and first early, like 7:30 or at 7:45, and then go to our kitchen, have some coffee first. Obviously, I always do is use collagen in the coffee,
Okay,
not just in a glass cup.
right,
And then
gotcha.
also use those stuff in that
Yeah.
glass cup and then start exercising.
Yeah, and that's why you have the energy you have.
I do.
That's why you can do what you do.
Yes. But
So
it seems I always go to the gym every second day, but turns out is that recently I got injured. I got hurt very badly.
Well, not very badly.
Not very badly, yeah. But I got hurt with my left knee or my left leg. So
you hyperextended
I
your knee.
did. So the thing is that I cannot do is go back to the gym quite yet. I have to wait to my knee back in shape.
However, but you are training every day.
I have been training. I love doing that.
How are you training?
Training went really well.
No, I'm waiting for you to
Oh.
say, my mom was a trainer for 20-something years
Yep,
and owned a
that's
gym in New
now.
York. And so
Yes.
I'm so lucky that she's training me right now
Yes, to
with
knee
my
back in
energy,
shape.
with my injury
Yes.
to get me back in shape
Yes.
faster.
Which I
Okay,
have.
hold on. I just want to pat myself on the back. Thank you, thank you. What doesn't your mom do for you?
And
Oh my
let's,
gosh.
let's talk about you and I, and the sister Karen, who's my
Oh, wait, I
Aunt
know what you're
Karen.
going to say, but I do want to talk about, you talked about your book coming out
Yes.
this week in December, Collette in middle school. So
Yes.
now you have Collette in kindergarten, Collette in third grade, Collette in middle school.
Yes.
But I also want to talk about the book that we published also this past year called
yes.
Lulu, the Bulldog, and Blake.
Well, I think it's like an opposite. I think it's like Blake and the bulldoggy, something like
No,
that.
it's Lulu, the Bulldog, and Blake.
Oh, I have no
And
idea.
it's basically our English Bulldog,
Yes.
which I say ours, but it was really Blake's, a gift to Blake.
Yes.
She graduated high school. And it's kind of their adventure. It is their adventure from living in Boston and living in New York and living in San Diego and San Francisco. And I feel like I'm missing other places and Vancouver.
Yes.
And it's their whole adventure and how Lulu was kind of always by her side. And it's a beautiful story about a dog and a person and the bond that they make together. And also how the dog strengthens the person by having less energy, making them feel more complete, that they're not alone, which we saw happen with Blake. And Lulu and Blake did so many things, include surfing.
remember that.
And-
Going to the beach.
Yeah, and so Lulu just was shy of her 8th birthday when we had to put Lulu to sleep. And because it was so hard on all of us, and we just said, gosh, I hope there's a doggy heaven. Yes. We want to believe that because we miss her so hard, that we decided to write this book with all their adventures, because it's pretty amazing, their adventures, but also a beautiful ending where the doggy angels came down and took Lulu, put wings on Lulu and took her to heaven. And the last scene was kind of Lulu in heaven in the doggy park with a ton of other dogs. So it's kind of got, I think it's a great children's book, especially we bond with our animals so greatly. It's so hard when you lose them. It's so hard. And it's just a nice way to kind of explain to a child not to worry, your doggy's in heaven and having a great time. So that was kind of fun to do.
I'm very lucky to have Collette as my employee. No.
Hold on. And by the way, the book is on your website.
Oh, yes, it is.
Collettes.com.
Collettes.com.
And it's on Amazon.
Yes.
I think all of our books.
And websites, too.
Collettes.com.
And your book, too, Best Life Possible.
Yep, and I wrote a book too, Best Life Possible for Your Child with Special Needs. 16 tips that decisions that I made in your life that I felt escalated you. So anyway, let's talk about
listeners and viewers. You can get all the books with the links in the show notes to this episode.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dave.
Okay,
so we had an incredible past week.
We did. We had amazing, fantastic last week. Right?
It was incredible.
It was incredible. We were at New York City with 3 of us, me, you, and of course my aunt Karen and her sister Karen. We all went to Manhattan, right?
Yep. Down at Manhattan.
Yes. But since we all had to go down there because of being on Tamron Hall.
We were invited,
I was
we were invited to be on the Tamron Hall Show.
It was actually both of us.
Well, until Collette kicked me off the set.
It was a last set of a talk show when I had to teach her how to make my chocolate peppermint cookie. So I had to kick you off that part.
So it was an amazing experience, and Tamron Hall is really a pretty incredible woman and quite a dresser, if I might add. My goodness.
Collette DeVito, the award-winning CEO and founder of Colette's Cookies. We're in the kitchen now with Collette to debut Colette's newest holiday cookie, which goes on sale today. It is her chocolate chip peppermint cookie. Now,
I am a beautiful cookie bitch over here. Sorry. I'm a cookie empire. Sorry. I just said.
wait, and we were dancing in the commercial break. You're like a whole vibe.
Yep.
How do you have time to run an empire and be so fun?
Honestly, I love being fun. I love to run my own company. But honestly, it helps me now to think about business.
Oh.
If I ever feel stressed, I always do is go to church every Sunday. I am actually Catholic. And the God, where's the God? People, where's the God?
But that was a lot of fun going down there, and they did our makeup and our hair, right?
Everything,
and Tamron was so nervous meeting Collette because we've Zoomed with her before from Boston, but never met her in person.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
And of course, Collette was in rare form. She was feisty. And if you haven't seen the episode, it's Tamron Hall is on Hulu, and it's episode number 41.
Yes.
But we also, on Colette's website, Collettes.com, we also have a link to the whole section that Collette is on in the show. Yeah. It's on our YouTube as well.
It was my first time being on her show in person. By Zoom, it's different.
And we talked about the unemployment rate.
Yep, everything.
The unemployment rate being only 22.7% of individuals that are neurodiverse actually have been able to capture employment. And so we talked a little bit about that.
We did.
You talked about what your mission is.
Yep. And then after that,
Hiring people with disabilities.
instead of saying
Diverse
diverse
abilities.
abilities,
I totally agree with that
Yes.
change, by the way.
I rather stick by saying that because I don't want to get other people to feel defended.
Offended.
Yes.
Defend is like when you're putting your dukes up,
Yeah,
but
I'm
being
a-
offended is like
yes, exactly.
offended.
So, don't forget, we were on a podcast with Bradley.
Well, let's finish talking about Tamron Hall.
Okay.
So that was a lot of
It was a
fun.
lot of fun. I teach her how to bake.
Oh yeah, you made your new recipe,
Yes.
chocolate chip peppermint cookie with her, but
Yep.
I didn't get to be a part of that because right
No.
before
Yeah.
we went to do that, Collette said, "Can you please put my mother in the audience? I don't want her anywhere near baking because she ruins everything."
Yep, that's true.
And so they did.
Yeah. And then I talked to Hall saying, you know Alice Sasby?
First of all, you kept telling her what she wasn't doing right when she was trying to
Yes.
bake and mix things up.
When she tried to do that.
And she said, "Rosemary, come get your child."
Yep. I love her so much. She's a crack up. So
Yeah.
she is.
And then you said, "I'm sorry, but
but did you actually Sasby?
yeah." I think the audience went crazy.
Dying laughing.
I wonder if you're going to get. She likes to talk to you around Christmas time, so I wonder if you don't hear from him next year, that might be why. She might be like, "Oh my God, Colette's tough. I don't know if I want her back next year." But no, it was funny and everybody was laughing.
Funny. Yeah. And then at the very end of her talk song, she was saying, "You should order Collect books." So
Yeah, well, she said she never ends the show with a co-host, but she did it
not
with
know.
you.
Yes.
And she said, "Thank you for joining the Collette and Tamron Comedy Hour."
Yes. Which it was really funny.
It was very
so.
fun. You were definitely really feisty.
Yes.
But it was fun because, and I'm glad. You know what? I think that's probably the first time that the viewers that know you and watch you got to see you like that, because in almost all of your social media and all of your interviews and all of your speaking engagements, you're always kind of talking about the challenge you've been through, the struggles that you had, what you're doing now, what you want to accomplish, who you want to help. So you're people don't get to see that side of you. They don't see this kind of sassy, funny dancing. They don't see that. So I think I think the fact that you were like that on the show was so perfect because it got people to see that, oh my God, this is actually Colette's personality. It wasn't you just teaching somebody something or explaining something to them. It was actually your real personality, what you're like. So I thought that was really good.
It was really good, yes. And then after that, we ended up to have
Oh yeah, that was quite a day, right?
some cocktails or some
Yeah, then we went to
drinks.
that outdoor bar right near Penn Station, Monahan Station. And that was kind of cool, right?
was
We had
cool.
some kind of tequila yummy drink.
I don't.
And then Aunt Karen surprised us and was like, "Hey, dudes, I got us like 6-row seat at the Ranger game."
Yes.
Where we were like, we're Bruins fans, but of course we have to go.
Yeah, exactly.
And one of Seb's buddies plays for the Ranger, Adam Fox. So that was kind of cool. We got to see him. He doesn't know us, but we felt like we know him just because he's one of Blake's fiance's good friends.
I did not know that of him. So
Yeah. So that was actually a fun day
it
and
was really
night.
fun. Yes,
It was nice that Karen joined us. She's
Yes.
always a lot of
Oh
fun.
my gosh, Karen is like, she knows about hard working with
She also knows how to have a lot of fun.
a lot of fun and exercising like us. So
Yeah. I mean, I've already told her if anything happens to me, she's got to take care of you.
yes. If
But I think two of you are going to get in trouble.
Maybe not, but
I think that could happen.
Yeah, that
Morgan,
could happen.
Morgan will keep you in control. Morgan's Karen's daughter, who's like by the book.
yes, by the book.
And if you know us, we zigzag.
Yeah.
But she's by the book. But she's a lot of fun too.
She is a lot of fun.
So
We
then,
love
yeah.
being with her. So,
We do.
Yeah.
So in August, what just also dropped this week was Brad Lee, who's a very well-known business, I don't know what you'd call him, like a mastery guy. People sit down with him and they talk about scaling their business, starting a business. like their forecast of the next 5 years. They pay a lot of money to sit down with him. Apparently he's had such a successful rate helping so many different businesses. But he also has a podcast called Dropping Bombs.
Yes.
So they invited Collette on the podcast of Dropping Bombs. And so they just uploaded that to his podcast.
Yes.
Right? And
Me
it's,
too.
yep, Dropping Bombs, Brad Lee, it's LEA. And that was such a, I don't know if we're going to get like 50-50 kind of feedback of I liked it and I hated it, which was so interesting to me because I've never seen anybody talk to you the way he was talking to you. That was definitely different for me. And I don't know if you felt like it was different for you.
With Brad Lee, he was saying about those people with
Yeah,
disabilities.
there was just things that, I mean, he's unfiltered and he's just who he is.
Yes. But I think he's like, I should have said this if he's listening to this, but he could be upset.
I don't think, I think he's, well, yeah, maybe he is uptight,
Because he is like a,
but he's a fast mover.
yes, that's the word.
Yeah, if that's what you mean.
Yes.
But I also felt like there were just certain things, like he'd say, these people, those people, referring to disabilities. But he was also so like incredibly unfiltered and transparent when he would say like, well, Collette, like, I don't even know what your disability is. I'm sitting here talking to you. And I don't know why you didn't get a job because, I mean, I would never hire you to answer the phone with the way you speak. But, and we just sat there like, wow. He's like, but I'd give you a ton of other jobs. I don't understand this. So it was just, and that was kind of the language of the whole podcast. So it was definitely different for us.
It was different.
It was
so different.
And another part of me liked it and felt like it was refreshing because you're actually, you know what people are thinking that are not saying what they're thinking, because he probably represents a lot of people. They may not say it that way, but the way he was thinking was like, well, geez, I probably wouldn't hire her to do this, but I could hire her. I mean, I think everybody has their skills and their talents of what you'd prefer to hire them in and what maybe you wouldn't. But just to hear him come out with it and use like your weakness being that you have to work really hard on your speech, that was kind of weird.
He was, and then he was saying about who is no. He was telling me about who is your number one person you would love to meet someday, and my answer was Tony Robbins. Because I always do is watch his TikTok videos and his book too, is to talk about all different things to make me feel inspiration about him.
Yeah.
So.
And how funny was it that he said, who would you want to meet? If you could meet someone, because we talked about scaling up and we would really love to find a partner, but somebody that is very also like a big influence in life, like everybody knows their name type of a person. And he said, well, what are you thinking? And he said Dwayne Johnson. He's like, I think The Rock would be a great, and I guess he's friends with him. A lot of these guys do filming in his studios in Las Vegas, so that's how he knows them. But Collette said, no, for me it's Tony Robbins. And he held up his phone and he goes, look, he's a friend of mine. Do you want me to call him? And we were like, yes.
Can you please talk to Tony and his people?
Yeah, so we're kind of getting in there with Tony's assistance and saying, this is Collette, this is, all the trials and tribulations that she's been through, and you are basically the person that keeps her glued when things start to get undone, and she would love to meet you someday.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
And also, you would love him as a partner
I do.
to take your company to another level.
Yes, that's right.
That would be amazing.
It is.
So that was fun.
It
But
was
Brad
fun.
had some good advice, I have to say. He did have some really good advice. And he also really was very impressed. He said a lot of startup companies don't ever get beyond, get up to $750,000 in sales and receipts. And you did that in 2 years, which is like unheard of. So that kind of made us feel good about that because this is the world he lives in, is working with people to scale their companies and with startups. So that was kind of a good feeling,
Yes, it is.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
So now we're in your Collette's business. We're pivoting a little bit. We're
Yeah.
thinking that we want to get more into small markets
yes.
and boutique markets because we've definitely experienced some pain in the past 8 months, I would say. And it's just maybe because we're novice and we're beginners in the big distribution centers. But we have 2 of them right now sending us bills for over $10,000 saying your cookies that we bought are going to expire in 4 months, so we can't keep them anymore. No. So you can pay us back for them and we'll donate them. And we're kind of like, wait, what? So, and they said, oh yeah, we can't put them on the shelves with a shelf life of, 4 months. So for us, we're like, well, why did you buy so many of them? But so this has been a learning curve for us, which is going to be a costly one. If anybody's out there listening and thinking about distribution centers, I would say make sure you dot every I and cross every T and understand that you might get a big order in, which is phenomenal and great, and you get super excited. You're like, well, great, $60,000 order. This is amazing. And they're going to pick it up and they're going to do everything else. And then that's kind of what happened to us. And then many months later, this is what happened, was they came back and just sent us a bill and said, what do you want us to do with these? Meanwhile, we're going to actually freight them back to us because we can still sell them. All the small boutiques will sell them, but these large markets that we were really proud to get into, and I still am really proud that we got into them,
yes,
like the big stores,
yes.
They won't put it on their shelves. So we're kind of in this scenario right now that we got to send trucks to California and to Ohio and to Texas, and we got to haul all these back and just continue to sell them ourselves. So we're pivoting into trying to get into all the smaller markets across the United States, probably start more so in New England and work from there. So we hired a new person, which is great, who's going to help us with that.
Yep.
And also do PR work for you.
Yes. Her name is Devin Pansier.
Yep, Devin Pansier. She's a dynamo.
Yes, she is. It's just my cousin.
She's got a lot of energy. We love her. She's a fully transparent human being.
And yes, she totally is.
Whatever she thinks, she says.
Yep.
But we love people like that, I have to say. We prefer that. Yeah. And so she's creating videos, and she has a funny TikTok.
Oh, that's so funny.
I think her dream is to be an influencer, right?
I think she is, yes.
Yeah. So she's got quite a talent. We're really excited to bring her on. And she's working on, Collette, which you might not know, she's working on a small, short, little sizzle reel of like some of your funniest moments, but also some of your working moments. Okay. And then she's going to reach out to the other morning shows.
Oh, yeah.
Because now that you've been on Tamron, there'll probably be some interest on like Good Morning America, Kelly Clarkson, Drew Barrymore.
Kelly and Mark.
Kelly and Mark, live with Kelly and Mark.
I do like Mark, I do.
We'll circle back with even like Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh.
And then I know you had heard from Jimmy Kimmel Productions like a year ago that we couldn't do anything with. So we'll circle back to all of them.
I think about James Corden.
I know you love James Corden. You love him. Does he still have his show on?
Oh, God.
Wasn't that like driving in the car? They were singing. He'd have all the
carpool karaoke.
Yeah, is that still on?
No, he retired, I think, didn't he? Isn't that show gone? I'll look it up.
I think it's gone, and he's been in actually. You know what? I recently saw him in like a serious drama.
Oh, really? Yes, it did.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was. You know me, I'm a junkie when it comes to series. If everybody says to me, "What are you watching now? What are you watching now?" and I plow through them. I just finished Mayor of Kingstown. And I honestly, I started it like twice and I just couldn't grasp it. I was like, I don't know where the show is going. I'm just going to start something else. And then all of a sudden I was like, you know what? I love Jeremy Renner. So I am going to make myself get into this show and stick with it. And by episode like 4, I think it was, blew me away. And I was like, this show is excellent. And I finished it last night, so I have to go back because I fell asleep. I have to go back and watch it again.
Pardon me. Producer Dave reporting that James Corden stepped down as the host of The Late Late Show in 2023.
Yeah.
And Jeremy Renner is amazing, I agree, and lucky to be alive. You heard about the whole snowplow thing, right? Crazy.
Yes.
It's funny because I've been watching him on this last season of the Mayor of Kingstown.
Yep.
And I'm like, he's probably in pain the entire time.
Yeah.
And he has such a swagger the way he walks. He has this. It's just a swagger. Oh, yeah, it's very cool. But he's tremendous in it. His acting is incredible, and just to watch him and say, probably every part of his body hurts right now with what he's been through.
Yes.
And he's lucky to be alive, but I don't think he ever wakes up feeling fabulous. I think he wakes up to like, I'm just lucky to be alive and stick with it, you know. But if there was one person that I would love, is he a Boston guy? I feel like he is.
He can do a mean Boston accent as he did in the town, but I don't believe he is from Boston. I will check that.
Huh. Because, and we'll get into your film, right? That we're working on a film.
Yes. We've
been trying to get together some fundraising to do a documentary on Collette's life, and it's kind of zigzagged and gone in different directions of it being a talk show, or it being a kind of a cookie baking show with a celebrity, or it being, and we've kind of just tried to find like where's the footing here. And obviously with the environment, everything changes, right? Your footing might be here, and then it's not of interest anymore, and now your footing's over here, or this is more important. People are more in tune to being interested in this. What does it say there for him?
Jeremy Renner, born in Modesto, California.
He's a Cali guy.
Yeah.
Never have him for. I would never. I would think he's East Coast all the way, just because he has like that chip on his shoulder type of guy.
He also played. If you're looking for a sleeper Jeremy Renner performance, Louis C.K. had a show called Louis. I don't know if you ever saw it.
I remember that.
Yeah, it's now. I believe it only lives on his website because he got canceled and whatever. But before he got canceled, the show Louis, they had a flashback episode to young Louis when he was first discovering marijuana and got a little too tied up in it. And Jeremy Renner plays an older dude who's like the drug dealer, and he is chilling. He is just typical Jeremy Renner, like friendly 1 minute and then just kind of dark the next.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look that one up. Sure.
We did.
Well, the reason why I brought his name up too is because I just thought that he might be. Okay. So Jeremy Renner also just was at the Global Down Syndrome Congress. They have an annual, a big deal, Be Beautiful, it's called, and they do a fashion show. They raise a ton of money, and they have like Jessica Biel. I think her niece is born Down syndrome, so she's at it and in it. What's the woman from Glee? Tall woman with the blonde hair. She was kind of like the
Jane Lynch.
Thank you.
Yes.
Jane Lynch is there. Colin Farrell is there.
Oh wow.
Because he has a son that has a
Spectrum.
yeah, a spectrum.
Yes.
Not Liam Neeson. He was there. Anyway, Jeremy Renner was there this year.
Oh wow.
And friends of ours, Carrie Tabaski, who's a producer, and Dave knows Carrie. Carrie went to the event, and she said he was so awesome, and he had such a great time with all of the people running, the people with Down syndrome that were actually modeling. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, oh my God, maybe he'd be interested in helping produce your story, Yeah. And your story is just getting to the point that it's like basically Colette's whole story. It's like the story of the fight when she was born, being told, it's okay if I give her up for adoption, to fighting the teachers that said, Rosemary, I don't know what your expectations are for her. They seem a little high, to, the family's kind of separation, and Collette should be in the path of disabilities, and Rosemary's group being like, Collette should be treated like everyone else and focus on her strengths and weakness. And it's all the way up through this Italian family that breaks apart a couple times, comes back together, breaks apart a couple times during decisions in Colette's life, and comes back together. Anyway, and then Collette, cookie boss. Yep. So right now we're like, okay, well, maybe what we need to do is kind of build a sizzle and try to get all these little tiny pieces in it. And of course you have a cousin that's a NASCAR driver. That's super cool. Get him in it. You have another cousin that's trying to get on Broadway. That's an amazing singer that does a lot of off-Broadway stuff. Let's get her in it. You have another cousin that's helping change the world for people that are diabetic. Get her in it. Like, you have such a huge, family of doers that it's just, I think it would be an awesome documentary. So Jeremy Renner's, yeah. Well, let's see if we can get this little section of conversation to him somehow.
So back, I was saying is.
Oh, you've been waiting to. Sorry. Okay, I veered off, and Colette's like, no, it's about what I want to say.
So since we both were on, so it's going too fast. We did discuss about meeting this new filmmaker.
Oh, yeah. So what we're doing is we are looking for, good point, to hire a filmmaker basically to help us with our sizzle. So we just want to get somebody that we can say, here's a day, here's a day, here's a day. This is in New York, this is in Boston.
Exactly.
And maybe this one's in North Carolina. And we just need, to fund these, at least start capturing all this. Plus, you have so much going on in December.
I do.
It's great to get a real filmmaker to come to your work in December and show the insaneness of your 3,500 orders that go out in 18 days.
Yep.
So, but good point. Thank you.
I'm like so excited to make more of the countries shows, man.
Yeah, or to make one on your own, which would be
Or
kind of
make-
cool.
yes,
You
to
know, get someone to produce it, but you
Yes.
executive produce it.
Yep. Because I like to have my own rights, man.
Oh, your own rights of the film.
Yes, because
Yep. You got to have the right people in place. Dave knows he's a lawyer. You got to have the right people in place to make sure that, that everyone's very clear on what their positions are, but also, if it's very important to you that you own the rights to your story.
Yes.
What does that look like, and how do I do that? So good point.
of my own company. So yes. So that's
Of your
really-
life. If it's of your life, then you want the
Yes.
right.
Yep.
But if you have a big producer come in and they're saying, here's $1 million, Collette, I want to produce your story, then they actually will end up owning your
Oh
rights.
yes, exactly. But I don't want that because I
Well,
like to have my own rights.
But that's what
Oh
happens.
yes, it does.
And then you say,
So.
show me the money.
Yeah, I couldn't say that, but I can say.
And then you get your mama a house somewhere on a mountain overlooking the water. I don't want to be on the water because houses get destroyed that are on the water between the air and the mold and all of that. But I'd like to be up on a mountain where I don't see anyone else and I can look down on water somewhere.
It all depends on what I'm actually doing. So
All right. Well, can I put that on my wish list? You can talk to your sister about that. She'll be like, yeah.
If Blake is listening to this podcast, she's saying, "What?
Listen,
What?
I'm going to tell you something, and I bet you so many moms are going to relate to this, including my sister Karen. My daughter Blake put together a note that she shared with me, and it's all of the things on her wish list. And it originally started for her birthday, but I'm still getting notifications, like I got one this week, that she added to her list. And oh my
what
gosh,
is on
Collette,
her list?
this is, I'm going to tell you.
Is
and she's
it-
probably like, Mom, I can't even believe that
So
you're doing.
Blake, figure it out. if
Here it
she
is. Ready?
listen to this.
Here's the list. By the way, listen, again, this was updated on 11/14. So, and this was like established for her birthday like 2 months ago.
What's it?
Hydrofacial, MacBook Air, professional headshot session,
Oh my God.
Kindle, check that off. Her soon-to-be mother-in-law got her that. Axis Hair gift card, Zoe facial cleansers, workout set, Aloe or Lulu preferred, high leather boots, low leather booties,
Baby.
Sephora gift card. I don't know what small brown bag is. I'm going to give her a paper bag and check that one off.
No.
I am. I'm going to do that.
You can give it
Black
back.
long jacket, long peacock to ankle.
Oh my God.
Aritzia gift card. You know we all love Aritzia. Stud earrings. There's only 2 more things, if you can believe. Only Skims black bodysuit and Skims sleepwear, and then passport holder. We can afford this one. Passport holder, ring holder, air tag.
Why?
All right. So yeah, and so I think that's hysterical. So, and my sister Karen, her daughter Caroline, is doing the same thing to her. Only she says, "Oh, I put 10 things. Put 10 things in the Old Navy cart on your account." And then all of a sudden Karen looks at it and there's like 20 things in there from her.
If Blake is listening to this podcast or trying to watch this podcast, I would like, since she is a very talented man to play.
Blake is very talented in so many ways, and she doesn't even understand that
Yes,
she is.
now for
What?
walk-wise, like she is so good playing
The piano?
piano.
Yeah, she's
so
good.
I think in part of her Christmas present to give her a
Music?
a
I
new
gave her a
push-up
song, and I
box.
said she needs to learn it before I pass on.
Don't
And she
take
still hasn't
pass
started
on.
it. I'm going to start making a note thing and sharing it with her. What did I say I wanted before? I was going to tell her? Oh, the house on the mountain. I'm going to put that on my note. And I'm gonna, you know what? I love this idea. I think every mom should do this. Every mom should make a list of everything they want on their notes and then share it with their kids. Oh, you know what? I'm doing this later today.
Click the video. I'm so sorry.
Colette, I'm
of-
sharing it with you too.
Mom, I know this is touchy because
No, I think it's a
do
great
this
idea.
for
I think
her.
all us moms need to do it. We take care of our kids, and
Yeah.
we're always like wanting our kids to be happy a little too much sometimes.
Did you say every moms or just say a
Most moms.
most moms? Yes,
I would
exactly.
say almost every
Yeah.
mom. Okay, so
Anyway.
speaking about Blake, and I'm sitting next to Collette,
Yes.
maid of honor.
I am Blake's maid of honor, and mom on my side, she is a mother of a pride.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I need some advice from some other moms out there. I don't want your typical mother of the bride
No.
dress. So I'm having a really hard time finding a dress. Whenever I look at some of the dress shops online, I don't even go into mother of the bride because I've seen them all on people. Like I see so many weddings living near Boston Harbor Hotel, and that's where they take pictures. And I've never seen any mother look any different. Like they're all the same typical mom looking dresses. I want something with a little drama, but my issue is I had picked something out. It was really cool. It was dark raspberry. It was very dramatic. It had a little bit of a train. It had something long hanging off of one arm. The other arm was kind of bare. Super cool. And then when I realized that I'm actually walking, well, I knew this, but I didn't put it together. I'm walking Blake down the aisle, my daughter, down the aisle, which means I have to take the drama down a little bit. Like, I can't be like, wowee, look at this dress. Oh my gosh, with a train. I can't do it. I have to like simplify it. And I will not go back to the MOB dresses. I will not. So if anybody has any ideas for me, I recently saw Club London, which I was like, oh, they kind of have cool dresses. But again, I don't look in the wedding section. I just look in formal, long dresses. So, yeah, if anybody has any tips for me, I'm very happy to take them. But I have yet to find anything that I like.
It actually, and we were on, we were a dress shopping. We found this perfect. We found this a great perfect dress for you, mom, and you loved it. And then days later, you was on your phone scrolling and scrolling all day long. She picked out a perfect dress.
Well,
And it turns
hold on.
out
I have
you
to
don't
say, though, I
like
know
that
it-
dress.
I
That
love that
shop.
dress. I loved that dress, but I want a one shoulder dress. I don't want a complete strapless. And that dress, I loved everything about it, but it was strapless. So I was like, I want like I want a one shoulder, and I want that one shoulder to have something kind of long that
Yes.
drapes to the floor. I know what I want. I haven't seen it yet.
But not in green.
No,
dresses
either in a
because-
wine color or a champagne.
Here's a girl, everyone.
I know.
She
So
is a
I'm open for suggestions.
Yeah.
And then maid of honor, you'll be picking out your dress. Blake will be the one choosing,
yeah,
the manufacturer of the shops.
not green.
But then you're responsible for things for her. You have to
Yes.
help plan the shower.
So since I didn't know anything about maid of honor is, and also what it means, because
It means that you're the maid that
I'm
cleans
not-
up
I'm not
after
done-
everybody
I'm not
leaves.
done talking, but actually,
Wait, but that was funny.
yes, it was. Ha 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 ha. But back I was saying is that I didn't know anything about maid of honor since I was not maid of honor before. So that's why I had to have your mom by my side. To
No way, man. I'm not helping you.
Help me out.
You got to figure it out. You got to Google what does a maid of honor do.
Yeah,
you
but-
have to help her through the day with whatever she wants.
Well,
Like, how can I help you? What do you need now?
You
And then
I started
you want to
talking.
know, but I'm trying to tell you. And then you have to plan the shower.
Oh my gosh. See,
I'm happy to help you with that. But that's what your responsibility
yeah,
is.
but I make it get very confused what to do.
Well, you're
What
going
is
to work
next?
with
What is
Meg
next?
too, Blake's best friend.
Yeah.
I think you're both maid of honors. So you
Yeah.
guys work together.
If we are, because I
What do
know.
you mean? If we are, you are.
I know, but if Meg is going to present Blake's a party, I need to
No, you'll do
be
all
part
of
that
those
too.
things.
Yeah, but I need to get a head start.
Oh, get ahead. Well, then, dude, start Googling.
Dude, I have.
No, well, you're saying I don't know what I do, and so you haven't even started to
God.
Google it to be like, okay, what is the responsibilities of a maid of honor?
every single every morning they have been telling me about dude. I only look so tired because our eyes is so swollen. But the truth is that at night before I go to sleep at night, I went on my iPad and I looked everything up. Man, oh man, it's a lot of information.
No,
just
it's not.
everything.
Look, I just looked it up. It says an unmarried woman who serves as the bride's chief.
I'm
Listen,
single.
who serves as the bride's chief attendant at the wedding. That means you follow her around at the wedding and make sure she has everything she needs. She might say to you, I want to take my veil off. Can you put that somewhere safe? Like, that's the type of things a maid of honor does.
Yeah, but all of the things. So when
So
Blake,
it doesn't mean you're at the tequila bar. I mean, you could be at the tequila bar too, but then you have to go back to your sister and make sure, like, she doesn't need something.
that I'm not gonna be doing is drinking and eating because I'll be too busy taking
All
care
right.
of my.
Well, I'm
of my
writing that
sister.
down right now that you say you're not.
No, you're not.
All right.
But
Mm-hmm.
when they told you, said that Collette may need a little help. Can you please help her out for me, please? When
Mm-hmm.
people said that, so I totally agree with Blake.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Clicky.
So we'll have a
So,
call with
yes.
Meg because I know she just had a baby, so you got to work around her schedule.
Yeah.
Who knows when she's up and when she's sleeping?
Too.
So we'll do that. Sound good?
Yes.
All right. So before we close out,
Oh yeah. By the way, if everyone is listening to this podcast, I feel great. But it's not just that. But I was on a sip shot for a little while. But turns out I need to get off it because I have been dealing with my hair situation.
hair loss. But your hair loss
so-
isn't because of the Zepbound. It's
No.
because of the weight loss.
Yes.
Yeah.
With us.
But
So-
actually, I do want to say one thing about that is that your endocrinologist wanted you to stay on a very small amount of Zepbound because if you don't, you'll gain your weight back. And we
Yes.
chose not to do that.
No.
And it's been 3 months
and
and you haven't gained any weight back. So,
no.
and maybe the B12 shots help with that, I'm wondering, or the or even like the NAD, it's kind of responsible for your metabolism also. But whatever it is, you didn't have to stay on it.
No.
So
But
that's just good for people to know.
how long have I been off it?
3 months.
3 months. And that's why I lost 43 pounds now.
Yeah, you look
43.
amazing.
I cannot believe.
The only thing I don't like about that is that you keep dipping into my closet.
Okay.
Mhm.
Every time I
That's the only negative thing for me.
Every time I go to your bedroom on my tiptoes.
Yeah, thank
When
you.
you're on course or
Yep.
do some
You sneak
work
in
stuff,
there.
I sneak in your room because my clothes is long and baggy. Yeah, because I was
Well, you have all new clothes now.
because I was pretty big and heavy back then. That's
Yeah,
why.
you were a chunkster.
Okay, you need to cut this podcast off now.
Well, we do need to
Anyway.
say goodbye because you have to get back to work because it's December and you left one employee to make all those dog treats, and that's a pizza roller and flattening it out. It's almost like what is it like making? Like you have to flatten the dough out, you got to roll it, then you have a little pizza slicer.
It's like making,
Hopefully, he's like not freaking out because he's by himself.
Yeah, but if he does fix that, best way is stay calm with it. So,
Well, you're not there,
I know.
so it's
So-
not going to help him.
well, I think it will. So,
So I'm just going to end by saying congratulations. Collette has been awarded one of the 10 outstanding young leaders.
I think we need to celebrate.
It's Friday. We are celebrating.
I think we should.
We do. Friday's Tequila Day.
I was looking for a decanter for this weekend, but turns out someone will be tweaking it.
I did drink all
You
the rest of the
did.
tequila this
So
week. That's very true. I got to tell you though, like honestly, I think I reconciled 9 accounts this week,
You did.
and I had so much energy. I think it was that B12 shot. I'm not kidding you. I'm not trying to plug it. I'm just saying the energy I had was insane. But the only way I could turn my brain off is if I went to bed with like a nice glass of
Yes.
just straight up tequila.
Well, when she,
And then of course Jeremy Renner.
yes.
That was a lovely way to end my evening.
When she was like having class of one or have some tequila, I'm the one who have been so good. So.
Well, you're good. You are good.
Yeah,
But
taking
me
care of
has to do with
myself,
my
being
day
happy.
and how much like computer energy gets into my head.
Yes.
If it's a lot, somehow I need to shut it down, and I can't just lay in bed and shut it down. I'm still buzzing.
Yeah, but
I'm not
is-
making excuse for why I drink. I actually do like to drink. No, I don't drink a lot.
No.
I don't drink every day, but I do. I enjoy it. It relaxes me, and I don't know. Whatever.
helps-
To each his own.
yeah. But I have been pretty busy too, baking nonstop.
That's what I mean. I got to get you
This
home
whole
or back to
weekend
work.
Days. So
Well, it was great being back.
yes, I'm so
Right?
happy I'm back on this.
Order some holiday gifts. Colette's holiday gifts are packed beautifully, and you can see them either on any of her social media, Colette's Cookies. You can see her packaging, which is so pretty, or on her website. You can see all the different options of the holiday gifts, and she has them. They go out for Christmas and they go out for New Year's also, and she gets a lot of repeat business because everybody loves them.
Yep, and my 2 new holiday cookies. I hope
With your new holiday
yeah,
cookies
with the holiday
and chocolate
cookies.
chip peppermint off the hook.
You know, next thing I'm gonna get.
You have to send some to Dave.
Yes.
Remember we were going to bring
I
him some?
know.
We were like, oh, we
Yes.
forgot.
That's okay. It'll be worth the wait.
Okay.
All right. Well, Collette, nice to see you again.
Yeah,
Dave, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you, David.
I'm so glad you guys are back behind the mic.
I know. And we
Loving
love
it.
coming here.
Yeah, helps me calm.
It's me to be calm.
You be calm. I must say, not drinking in the bedroom.
And Jeremy Renner.
Yeah, that's new.